Hey everybody, Jordan from Back Society here. Do me a favor and click that subscribe button below and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a single episode. Now, back to grinding.
Dude, did you see about the plane crash in DC?
Yeah.
The helicopter hitting the plane. That is nuts, dude.
That is nuts.
How does that happen?
I mean, it happened at night, right? And
Yeah.
they were on a training flight, the helicopter, and that plane was coming in for a landing. I don't know, man, because like I've never heard of that. I mean,
No.
I've been around that area for a long time, and
our president said it could have been because of DEI.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah,
Because of what?
yeah. He said because of all the diversity hires, that was probably what caused the accident.
And that the helicopter pilot was
Makes
a girl.
sense.
I don't think it was. I think it was just 3 dudes on that helicopter. What about the crazy email they sent out to the federal government? You see about that?
The what?
Which email? I've been seeing a bunch.
The email about hey, if you want to resign, we will pay you for the next like 8 months until the end of September,
Oh yeah.
and you get like an 8-month severance, and you just respond to an email like resign.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
That's what
dude.
They were talking. What's the name? Before he got let go, Videk. Is that his name?
Vivek.
He said that I watched a Tucker Carlson interview with him like months ago. And he said, first what we're going to do is bring back all the people from that have been doing Zooms. They do the job from Zoom. I guess some people were going to quit. And then the next, they were going to be like, hey, if you just resign or something, they're going to pay him out. And it's like all like a process of them trying to save money.
Yeah, it's called a culling. Because they're going to lose people for the return to office because not everybody can, or some people are just unwilling. So that gets rid of people without having to fire
people. Are lazy
people.
now.
And then, yeah, well, people are lazy. Yeah, they don't idolize Urkel enough, and so once that's done, then they just give an offer to resign. It's all into like cutting the fat, you know. It's typical move.
That's what he was saying. Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing. He's like, they were like, hey, we want to bring everybody back to work, but we also want to sell 2/3 of the buildings that the government owns.
To who?
Just sell it to
Whoever
wants to buy it.
Yeah. So then where are you going to put all these people? If let's say everybody came back to work and was like, nah, we're good. We're going to work. That's fine. And they start trying to sell buildings. Like, you're going to be forcing people to work at home.
Yeah. So like it's
They're gonna be on Zoom anyway.
Well, they're expecting a lot of people to quit. So the whole like, oh, it's lazy thing, it's just a front. They just want.
So
people
I mean,
to quit.
I know a couple people who are like quitting, but here's the crazy thing: is they're going to work for contractors who work for the government and remote work.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
Exactly, and more expensive actually. Those contractors cost more than a regular government employee.
Yep.
Jeez, that's wild.
Yeah, but that's this is the reality we're living in.
That's crazy.
I know.
We got this new administration. It's going to be unpredictable. That's what it
is. Got a
is.
Fox News host running the military.
Yeah, Hegseth or whatever his last name is.
Yeah, Hegseth. I don't know. Rubio was like the only real politician who got he got confirmed 99-0. 99-0.
Yeah, he's the only like.
Is that good or bad?
That's really good. Unanimous. The only one who didn't vote for him is him because he can't vote for him.
Right? Yeah. I just hope he disclose the UFO thing. Be like, yeah, man, this is what we got right here.
That's not Rubio.
We got it right here.
We got him right here. Yeah, I can't imagine Rubio coming out and be like, right here, guys.
All your drones, bro.
Right now, bro.
All your drones. They came out. They're like, FAA said they're good. We're good.
Yeah.
That was pretty disappointing for a lot of people. A lot of people were
especially because it was like his own people going like, "What are the government hiding from us?" And
Yep.
also, it's cool, guys. It's so funny how politics is sometimes. People will be like, "Oh my God, we don't know. It's a mystery, conspiracy." But as soon as they get the power they want, it's not a big deal, guys. I don't know what the hype was. I didn't care. Did you care? I didn't care.
Trump is just mad he's not in the need to know.
No, well, no, he was all about disclosure, right? He's declassifying JFK and the MLK files.
And what are they gonna say?
Nothing.
Nothing. They're not
Exactly.
gonna say anything. I mean, we'll see.
Somebody said the JFK files is like 5 million pages.
Really?
Yeah, it's something wild. And who knows how much is redacted?
I mean, like, yeah, he might give you the JFK files, but yeah, it should all be redacted, and then it'll be the same answer. Oswald worked alone.
I mean,
probably.
You know, I don't know what people expect to see in the JFK files. I know they wanted to say like the CIA killed him or the Israelis killed him, but like
that's not.
I don't think
they're not going to say that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's been like what 60 years worth of hype, so people just want something.
I don't know what the need of having an authority figure to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the need is for that. Why is there such a need?
I mean, that's part of the reason why like conservatives and stuff like Trump, because he's like an authority figure. You know, he's the deciding. He's the dad. They've all said daddy's home.
I know.
People, there's an allure to strong men politicians, you know?
It is pretty gay.
I mean, yeah, it's very gay. But there is an allure to, you know, strong men politicians. That's why dictatorships sometimes happen.
But my thing is it's like you know, if you have your own mind and you're able to think by yourself, you're like, hey, you know what, something's fishy. But most people are like, yeah, something's fishy, but I need the president to tell me that something is fishy. I need a president that's gonna tell me, nah, this is what really happened.
Instead of like, one that just tells them what they want to hear.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, how much do you think like social media is being controlled?
I mean, more now than before, I would say.
I don't know. Zuckerberg said it's open now, so I trust him. He's only worth like 200 billion. So.
Yeah, it's nothing. I can find that on my couch.
He said it's over.
He did say it was over.
He went to Rogan and said, I was a victim.
He said the FBI made me do it, and the Biden administration said, "Hey, man, he's like, hey, fella, like."
He said the committee for like bank security went over to him, and he didn't know what that was. It was something Elizabeth Warren made up. And
he did kept saying they. He did kept saying they. And
I know because he knows exactly who he's talking to. He knows exactly who he was talking to in that podcast. All the weird nut jobs are just like, I knew it, man. The deep state, they're coming after all these weak, sensitive billionaires that can't control anything.
I mean, there was a coordinated campaign by the White House to control information on COVID. There was. Like, that's like undisputable. Now, you could say, cool, with what authority did they do it? And should Meta or Facebook have listened? That's a different question. And they were just all in, bro. Because I think the people who probably were doing it at the time thought they were doing a service to people.
Yeah, most people do, you know, like everybody.
People, it's usually altruism, but then, you know, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, dude. I don't know. The world's messed up. The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. Cats and dogs living together.
Scripted. Everything is scripted. That's what's real anymore.
I don't know, man.
Crazy.
Are you real?
Funny that you say that.
Yeah. I still gotta watch the whatever tapes. What's it called?
Telepathy tapes?
Yeah, it's telepathy. Yeah, telepathy.
Whoa, dude!
I gotta watch it. I've been listening to some wild out there podcasts, man. It's getting. I gotta rein it in. I don't know. Some of these people out there, I'm just like,
dude, it's starting to get even more wilder. But at the same time, it's like it's wild. It's wild if you really never get involved in those subjects. To me, it's like, it's believable.
I was just listening to the one about the Black Israelites.
Oh God. Oh my. I see them sometimes out in like Millennium Park in Chicago.
So
Yeah,
what's his
yeah,
face?
until they come across like a real Jew, and then he puts them in their place every time.
What's his name? Julian Dory had like one of the captains on there, and this dude's laying it out, and it's really interesting because he's not like he's just like this is what we believe. It's not like overly aggressive or anything. He's just like that's what the Bible says, man. He's like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, and he's like they love Jesus. Like it is crazy, and he like they quote the Bible and all this stuff, but it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
It just reminds me of like all that Yakub things. Have you ever heard of that? Yakub? It's like a
ring a bell.
It's like a fringe conspiracy theory that even like Malcolm X kind of subscribed to. And it's like Yakub was like this ancient black human with a big head.
Oh,
and he created all white people to punish the people of Earth.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
My thing is, so it's wild to think about. It's wild to think about like people's perspective on the outside, right? So like, even though like if there's an Asian guy, an Israeli guy, it doesn't matter, right? Everybody on the inside has red blood. They have the same organs. Wouldn't it make sense to like look on the inside? Like, like why is people so like consciously just looking at
what's really funny is when you listen to him, he's like, it's not about ethnicity or race. He's saying it's about lineage from the 12 tribes of Israel.
Oh, okay.
That's how they trace it back. It's really interesting because he's like, we're not African. He's like, stop saying I'm African. He's like, I don't believe in African Americans or whatever. It's like, it's really. He's like, I hate Africans. He's like, we hate them. We don't believe in that. He's like, we are like a descendant of one of the 12 tribe, whatever tribe they subscribe to, like Shem or whoever. Supposedly, Judaism was like brought off of. It was pretty wild. It's pretty wild. He's like, oh yeah, Asians, yeah, they trace their lineage through so and so.
Jeez, that is crazy.
It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't
like
make
Asians
any sense.
were around.
They have some numbers. They have some numbers, dude. There's a lot of like these fringe groups out there, like that Yakub thing. For a while, like a few summers ago, there was that Black Hammer thing where they tried to do the whole like land back movement.
Oh yeah.
They ended up like squatting some middle buying, which they never actually bought, like some barren land in Denver and got kicked out.
I was watching what do they call them, like Rev commies, the revolutionary communists or whatever. Interesting movement. But apparently, have been around since the 70s.
Yeah,
and they think now is the time to overthrow the governments. Like they're very anti deportation. You know what I mean? Like no borders, no capitalism,
global communism, no borders.
Yeah. Like we're all whatever. It's pretty wild, bro.
What's gonna happen in the next 5 years?
Nothing. Nothing. I promise you. Like we'll have more technology, and that's about it. People will still be bitching about the same stuff.
What about the economy? Do you think it will go up or down?
Yeah, it'll go up.
I think the rich will get richer and the poor will probably get a little poorer.
When has the economy not gone up? Like over
COVID.
time, but it's up now. It's higher than COVID now.
Mm-hmm.
Economy's better than it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Depends. How do you measure the economy? That's the real question.
Yep.
Yeah. How do you measure the economy? Well, we'll like go into the grocery store. If I go to Jewel, I get 3 things. It's $30.
What are you buying?
Eggs.
Just like regular egg. Yeah, eggs. I get
I've never seen eggs that expensive. I feel like this is just made up. Where the eggs thing coming from? I also love how everybody's like, hey man, this is just the price you pay when we're making America great again. And it's like, but 4 months ago you were complaining about the price of food.
No, like politics is so funny because people will flip on a dime as soon as it's convenient.
On a dime, dude. Like all those tariffs. Dude, when he was like, I'm gonna put 25% tariffs on like microchips and stuff, I was like, that's gonna be rough.
We talked about how are you gonna panic over China's DeepSeek and then like put a tariff on semiconductors?
Dude, it's not gonna be good. That's not good. Especially Taiwan, like TMSC or whatever, TSMC.
Yeah, TSM.
That is, it is not good.
No, I
that
know.
is
I
literally
had stocks.
Like 80% of all semiconductors come from that one place.
Yeah, I just don't get it. How are we supposed to compete with like the AIs that are coming out of China and then do that?
Yeah, that AI was bullshit, dude.
Still, like, it's not a good sign to like shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, but apparently China said they're going to take back some illegals.
Okay.
To stop sanctions.
Oh, so are they going to take back like these illegals or just all type of illegals?
The Chinese ones.
No, Chinese illegals. Like, so India said, hey, we'll take back all of our illegals. Like, you can deport them to us. And yeah, it's pretty wild.
So
it's pretty wild.
We'll see what the economy does when let's say like a year from now with if the deportations are still going as they're going.
I don't think the deportations are going to matter that much in the long run.
I think it will matter on the supplies.
I think it's going to
labor.
Maybe in labor a little bit, but I think it's going to be so gradual. Like you're not going to see like a dramatic issue. 10 million people is a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, I realize it's a lot of people, but I just said a year from now, going as it's going now. I'm pretty sure we'll see some ripples.
Yeah, I mean, they said they're like arresting like 1,000 people a day.
Yeah, but it also it's just like it can be 1,000 people a day. It's still 10 million. There's going to be people out there that are too afraid to do anything.
You think they're not going to go to work?
Yeah, why would you if you risk it like just getting rounded up?
Well, I would say because the moment you can't pay your rent and your landlord calls ICE on you, you got other issues.
If the landlord wants to call ICE, he can call ICE at any moment.
Not if he's getting paid rent. You know what I'm saying? Like people who are renting to like people like that are renting to him for a reason.
I suppose, but that's like
they're paying in cash.
That's like what I'm trying to say is that there's also fear. Fear also this is also a fear tactic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, when the Third Reich was rounding up people, they were hiding in attics. You know, they didn't go to work.
Apparently, yeah, but they were being exterminated, not deported.
They didn't fully know that at the time, and the extermination only happened a little later, way after the roundups. There was also the deportations in the ghettos.
No, so relocation. I wouldn't call it deportation.
They weren't really in Germany anymore. They're in like Poland and Czech and France.
Yeah, but where did the Nazis control? The Nazis controlled it though.
Yeah, but they weren't in their homeland anymore. It's not like Germany absorbed Poland, but they just controlled it.
They controlled it, and they brought people to Poland. They didn't deport them to Poland because they didn't come from Poland. They relocated them to Poland to put them in a camp.
Okay.
Deporting an illegal immigrant back to their home country is a different thing.
I mean, we want to do that, and Trump also talked about taking over Mexico. Like, I don't know how that made sense.
Greenland, Canada. I don't know if I really want Mexico, man. They got a lot of problems there.
Oh, think of the resorts.
I heard he's gonna go after the cartels, though.
Yeah, apparently that's
a bombing campaign in a sovereign nation. I don't see how that's going to blow up in our face.
I mean, we did it in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan couldn't really fight back, though, and they were far away.
That's the difference. They were far away.
Yeah, we were far away. Like, it would be bad to start
some of the
cartels because of the home.
Some of the shit they do in Colombia is wild, man. They use drones in Colombia. They bomb those guys in Colombia.
Dude, Colombia was like the place where like the cartels were really like started, man.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, well, I mean, Medellin that's
the cap. That's Pablo Escobar, baby. Fucking
like that's different.
City,
you know.
too.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, things are gonna get wild for like the first I think 8 months, and then it's gonna be like, all right, whatever. Like, here's the thing: Trump's gonna do whatever Trump wants to do because he can't run for re-election.
Exactly.
You know one thing.
So
there's
no repercussions.
That's true. There is no repercussions. That's why I don't think it's gonna be completely smooth sailing. What I'm looking forward to is the whole turning and burning of his staff and the constant tell-all books that are gonna come out.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be wild, bro. I don't know, man.
There a lot of tell-all books in the last one.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
People love doing that shit, dude. They're just like, wow, the president's bad. Read it in my book.
Here's the thing, though. Most of these guys this time around are sycophants, though. Like, they're trying to set themselves up for a future, like, JD Vance administration.
They're sycophants, but, like, at the same time, it's not like Trump can run for re-election. They'll have to establish themselves at some point.
Yeah, but they're making themselves valuable to the party because the party is controlled by Trump. Where before, I think a lot of those people served, like, it was a Republican, and they kind of felt like they needed, like, they had like a duty to kind of serve, and they felt like they needed to keep Trump in check. These people now, they don't feel like they need to keep Trump in check. They feel like they need to do what he says because that's where the power is. That's where the money is. It's the opposite.
They're all yes men anyway.
That's what I'm saying. They're all sycophants.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money to be made. I mean, there was people in his old administration that still turn and burn, and they were like sycophants. Like, look at Jeff Sessions.
He was weak as shit, though. They turned on that guy in a heartbeat. Jeff Sessions, wow,
but he was
what
a kiss ass, like, extraordinaire.
Yeah, he was. He really was. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be wild.
Oh,
Scott's boy RFK. Scott's boy RFK is trying to,
Yeah, he's trying to get confirmed. Him and Kash Patel.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's wrong with my guy? What's wrong with my guy RFK? What happened, man?
I don't know, man. I find it hard to like take a heroin addict seriously.
He just has a crush. But he had cancer. He had his vocal.
That's not what happened. That wasn't cancer. He said he got a vaccine.
No, I'm pretty sure he had cancer in his throat.
That's not what I heard.
Hold on, no.
I don't actually
hold
know.
on. He said that's not what I heard. No, you said. Don't make fun of my guy, bro. Don't. It can talk about anybody else.
He's a rich, spoiled dude who did drugs. He's just Hunter Biden at 70 years old.
Pretty much. He kind of is, yeah.
Like, he had a brain parasite, dude.
Yeah,
he had a brain parasite.
Worms.
This guy is not the spitting image of health just because he can do some pull-ups
and take steroids.
And he's on roids out the ass. Like, what are we talking about here? And you want to make him like, HHS secretary? It blows my mind, dude. I don't want,
Hold on. I like RFK. I just can't have him talking. He's like a good public figure that can write good notes. But when it comes to him expressing his notes, you gotta let somebody else do that.
No, dude. I know. I'd rather listen to Stephen Hawking tell me what to do. Like, Jesus.
You think he'll be confirmed?
Yeah, I think they're all gonna get confirmed. Yeah. Maybe not Tulsi. She seems to be. Right, that one seems tougher. Kash Patel too. I don't know, man. I don't know what really
on Cash. And there's also that new EO sending the more violent illegals to Guantanamo Bay. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I think that's illegal though.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, because I think because Gitmo is definitely a military prison. It's only for POWs.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess
we
like
don't have one of those.
What?
I don't have a POW camps.
We have a POW. Yeah, Gitmo. There's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I didn't know it was public.
Guantanamo Bay?
Hey, you've never heard of Guantanamo Bay?
I thought it was a conspiracy.
No,
dude.
It's in Cuba.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people who get stationed there. They say it's dope. They said like the snorkeling's great.
I mean, Cuba's a beautiful island.
The waterboarding's great.
Dude, waterboarding's where it's at, man. That's how you learn to surf.
That's one of the reasons why they do all those like war crimes over there. And on U.S. soil, the Constitution doesn't touch it.
I know, that's crazy, right? So, like, even all bases are like that. Even outside, like you could go if the laws are different. I mean,
That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
international waters, baby.
International
There
waters
are no
is different.
laws.
But when it's flagged under a country, you're usually under that country's laws and jurisdiction.
Well, I mean, Cuba can do something if they don't like it.
They can, but we pay them, and that's why they don't kick us out.
We do. Apparently, they don't cast a check though.
I want one of those.
Apparently, Fidel still had all the checks throughout the years, just stuffed in his like desk.
I don't think we sent him a physical check.
That's what they said.
Who runs Cuba now?
His brother, right?
Raul Castro, is he still alive?
I don't know. I thought it was still Castro. It might be.
So,
I don't think so. I think it's a guy. I think in his like 50s now.
Are we not on good terms?
What's up?
Are we not on good terms with Cuba?
I mean, we kind of had like through like Obama and Biden, we kind of reached out our hand just a little bit, and while Trump,
I don't think Biden did anything though.
Well, he maintained the whole like, okay, maybe they're not terrorists thing.
What's so wrong with Cuba though? How come we can't be cool with Cuba?
Because Cuba wouldn't die when we said to.
They're commies, bro.
They're commies. They wouldn't die when we asked them to. They embarrassed us in the Bay of Pigs. They had
Scott loves the Bay of Pigs, bro.
Huh?
Scott
loves
a
good song.
Yeah, dude. JFK got embarrassed.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I mean, Cuba, man, it's they
were all in the past though.
They're not allies.
They're not allies.
Like 100 years ago,
dude. You sound like you have a little bit of Havana syndrome going on.
Commie.
What know what Havana
Cuba's
syndrome
bad.
is?
Next
Jordan,
thing he's gonna know is like, Cuba has a lot of doctors, right?
They do, because they're all trained in Russia.
Trained in Russia. They have their medical backpacks of communism.
Bro,
have you guys been seeing all these whistleblowers for the UFO things coming out? Crazy.
You say that every week, and every week I ask you, what are you talking about? And you have zero information.
So many are coming out. Like I know
you say this all the time. You're just like, man,
because there's so many.
Where?
There's so many coming out. I mean, like,
who?
Dude, they're just like, I can't refresh my page without seeing like a new one. Like, all the time.
What's that dude's name? Jason Sands or whatever, the guy who like fought alien.
Yeah,
that guy lost all his credibility.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
He was just on Rogan yesterday.
Of course he was, dude. Yeah. Rogan seems to be scraping the bottom of the barrel lately.
He was on with what's that guy's name?
Julian Doherty.
Yeah, he was on Julian Doherty
with Danny Jones.
He was on Julian Doherty with the guy, the filmmaker,
James Fox, right?
James Fox. Yeah, he was on there with James Fox, and then when he started talking about James Fox, I'm out. Like, no, he's like, this is a credibility killer. He's like, if you talk about this, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude, it's you're batshit when this guy's about to fucking walk out on you.
Yeah. But no, you got the other ones. You got the other ones from like News Nation's got like 5 of them that came out.
That's what I'm saying. It's all fake, dude. It's all scripted. It's just Chris Cuomo. Yeah, dude, it's all fake.
God, I keep forgetting he fucking has.
They're
another
saying,
show.
but saying like, hey, we're on this Crash Retrieval team.
All of a sudden, because it's cool, dude. And you can't prove them wrong. You can't prove them wrong because they're all classified. They're all fucking grifters.
I'm gonna get like a small contracting part-time job with the government, and as soon as it's over, I'm gonna be like, yo, Joe Rogan, I got some shit to tell you about UFOs.
But the thing is like, how can you have so many of them though?
Because there's money to be made.
Obviously, they seem to be profiting off of it, man. They're getting their name out there.
Dude,
they're not whistleblowers anymore. They're not whistleblowers anymore. They're people breaking their NDAs, if they are, coming forward. They're not exposing anything illegal.
I think they go through the whistleblower process. There's a process.
There is a process, and usually you're not allowed to publicly admit to anything until the process is complete. These guys are just coming out being like, "Yep."
No, I mean they've been in the process for like,
podcast
for like 2 years. They've been in the process for like 2 years.
No, it's all bullshit. I don't buy it. I don't buy it, dude.
Next month we're gonna see.
You've been saying this for months. Every time we talk to you, so many whistleblowers coming out.
Because there is.
Back me up, Jordan.
I mean,
deny them all the time.
Every week you talk about,
and you deny them all the time. I'm like, dude, there's a new whistleblower. Deny, fake.
You're like, a new
whistleblower.
Yeah,
deny,
listen to this new podcast
fake,
with this new whistleblower.
But what would I mean?
What about the dude who was like, oh, look at this egg-shaped UFO, and everybody's like, this is just fake. It's just fake.
Jake Barber, guy who doesn't blink.
I don't know, but it was fake. It was pure fake. It was pure fiction. He didn't know what he was talking about. They were able to prove him wrong immediately. They're like, that's an aerostat balloon. Aerostat balloon. They're like, this is obvious. And he's like, oh, it's an egg-shaped UFO. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. It's all fake, dude. The more that all this stuff comes out, the less I'm inclined to like really, because they have all these hearings, nothing comes out of it, and then all of a sudden those people are like, "Oh, just trust me." And then one guy's about
just trust me, isn't it?
Kill an alien, and he's fighting an alien in Area 51.
Here's the thing. Dude. Here's the thing. One, they honestly don't even need to do the hearings because they all like get briefed in classified settings. All of the whistleblowers that get caught that go through the whistleblower thing, the process,
and nothing comes out of it.
No, it's just like the Congress, they all know what's happening. They all know.
Nothing's real. It's not real. They listen to these guys. They go through this process to whatever so they can tell their story. If their story was so real, they wouldn't be able to tell it.
So you're saying Marco Rubio he's lying?
I'm saying I don't think he's convinced. I think he's interested, and there's a couple people where he's like, this is interesting, but I'm telling you, half these people are not real. It's all bullshit.
What about
and then embellish? I'm not saying no. I think David Grush is the most credible because he's like, I haven't seen anything. All his stuff is secondhand.
What about this guy named Jay Stratton?
Dude, every week there's like a new name.
Dude, there's so many. You have so many credible people.
But Jay
come out.
But Jay Stratton, he's a physicist, right? And he headed.
He's an engineer.
But I don't think did he have firsthand contact on anything?
Yes. He has
okay, so then he's fake. Then fake, yeah.
I mean, what about Admiral or Carl? There's
who?
What about Carl Knoll? Karlnoll.
Sounds fake.
What?
I'm saying like, CIA plant.
Carnell.
Industry plant.
But what would be the
what
point?
are they trying to distract us from?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
But hold on though. By the way that you say, they won't do illegal stuff like that. Like it wouldn't be like what they would be doing if they put a plant though. That would be
military industrial complex. It's not illegal. It's not the government.
But wouldn't it be illegal though?
Why? They lie? It's not illegal to lie. They're not doing anything under oath. I guarantee you, when they get there into the skiff or whatever, they're going back there and they're being like, "Yeah, I don't know. Yep, it's boring. Yep, I was there. I was at this place at this time. Mm-hmm. What'd you see? Oh, I'm not 100% sure what I saw, but I will say it was weird." That's all they're saying.
I bet you in a month we're gonna get an exclusive interview, and it's gonna be like Sussman. Sussman had UFO hands on nothing. It's not
Oh,
coming
is
out.
that it? And Chris is running defense. He's running a smoke screen.
What was his car? What was his
Man.
admiral's name? Carl Nell.
Carl Nell.
Nell.
Karnell.
Nell. No doubt. Colonel. He's not even an admiral. Like, get it right. Wrong service. Jesus. Let's see. Oh, this guy just looks like a fleece full of shit, dude.
Oh my dude, there's so many people.
I've never seen a 4-star general come out and say, "Yep, it's real." Until that happens, I'm not buying it. Colonels are a dime a dozen, bro. You guys are nothing. They're not a senior official. They might have run a division somewhere and had some people under them. They don't know shit. They're managers. They're mid-level managers.
All I'm saying is, if we were to go to
a thing called SALT, which is a global investment platform, he's a hedge funder.
If we were to go to the court of law, there's so many witnesses, so much evidence. It's undeniable, right? If we were in the court
Where's the
of
evidence?
law,
Where's the evidence?
they have the evidence. It's these aerospace
Where's the
these
evidence?
aerospace companies that have them. Right? It's not a secret. They all know that Skunkworks has them.
Yeah,
Northrop Grumman has one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Vanguard,
it's not
BlackRock.
You think BlackRock has one?
Probably.
BlackRock owns like half the world. They
We've
probably
never seen
do.
it.
Yeah, they probably do if they own half the world.
Man, I'm just
connecting the dots.
That's all you need to do.
Chris is obviously throwing up smoke screens. He knows a little too much. He's trying to throw us off because he knows our investigation might crack it, and can't have that.
Bro,
that's why he's here.
I just the more of these guys that come out, the less inclined I am to believe it.
Well, why would they come out though?
Why wouldn't they? They can get on a couple podcasts, tell their story, generate a little bit of like branding, and they're just gonna. Why not?
Why not?
My thing is if
the incentives outweigh the risks.
But if there's nothing, no, because they get vetted. They gotta have
vetted by who? Nobody's vetting them. When there's a whistleblowing thing, all they're saying is, I have something to tell you, and I need to break my NDA because I'm a piece of shit and I really don't have anything to tell you. They're not being vetted by anybody. The people who are vetting them
with the credentials
is James Fox. You can have all the credentials you want. Doesn't mean you're doing anything.
I'm just saying, man. You got so many people coming out.
No, you don't.
What about Lou Elizondo? You don't think he's credible?
No, I don't. Too many inconsistencies.
I thought you fucking lost faith in Lou Elizondo.
You did. You said you're like, I'm done with this guy.
I'm done with this guy.
You said that literally word for word.
You got a lot of people coming out,
but they don't bring anything. There's no proof. They don't bring any substantial proof with them. It's just their story. That's it. There's no documentation. There's nothing. It's just their experience.
They have documentation.
No, they don't.
Yes, they.
None of these whistleblowers have any documentation.
Yeah, they do. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Where is it?
They have it. It's called what was it called? The thing that they put. How do you know? You didn't even look it up. I'm telling you.
What's it called?
The Immaculate Conception. Our constellation, the Immaculate Constellation. Document.
Yeah, Nancy Mace fucking co-signed on it.
Thank you.
Okay. How's that wrong? Where are the whistleblowers' evidence? You're talking about a declassified document. That is not the whistleblower bringing forth evidence.
It wasn't declassified.
Okay, so it's not real then. It's fake. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying it's fake. What
I'm saying is, what are the whistleblowers bringing that's new besides their stories? They don't bring evidence along with them. They're just saying, oh, yeah, Immaculate Constellation. Yep, I was part of that. Yep, that was me. I was there. Where's the evidence? There is none. That's what I'm saying. It's just
what do you want as evidence?
You're telling me of all these fucking dudes who are doing this, nobody pocketed a piece of something, nobody took a picture, nobody wrote down a note, nobody did anything. They were so disturbed by it, like they didn't save it. What are we talking about?
Wait, hold on. You don't think like Dr. Gary Nolan has like fragments from a UFO? How do you think they know about the attack of the metal and that?
You kind of cut out. I'm not sure what you said.
There are people that have fragments from like UFOs, and they started to do it.
There's some people that claim to have stuff from a UFO, but I'm saying the overwhelming majority of these whistleblowers have nothing. They don't bring anything with them except their experience.
Is that enough in the court of law, though?
No, it's not, because there's nothing to substantiate it.
Enough in the court of law, dude.
Eyewitness testimony is the weakest stuff. You need photos, you need video, you need DNA evidence. They don't bring anything with them. Nothing.
They have. Did you not see the video? Don't. And you said it was fake.
What video?
There was a video. You were like, you said there's video everywhere of UFOs.
Your video? You mean of the Starlink constellation?
Oh, I love that! Wow! Wow!
Oh my God! Holy smoke!
If you didn't know what that was, y'all thought it was a UFO too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is these guys don't know what it is, so they're just like, I think it was an alien. And even your own experience tells you
it's hard. Nah, dude, it is extremely hard to believe that all these people that are coming out are all lying and fake.
Why?
Because there's so many of them. There is so many of them. So many people have the story from the beginning, even from the 50s, from when they started. The guy that's holding
then
up
how come over the years these crafts that they've seen have changed with our understanding of technology and they've gotten more sophisticated?
You think they stopped growing too?
It's only been 50 years.
In 100 years?
These things are so far ahead of us.
Nobody knows how far ahead they are.
What I don't even know what we're arguing about anymore, except that these guys are full of shit.
What are you doing? There's so many.
I think it's a bunch of guys who were somewhere and they were like, this is weird. I don't know what this is. And they embellish a little bit and then they get kind of caught up in it.
They're saying hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people.
Yes.
David Grush.
I didn't say David Grush.
You have to. You're putting him in that category.
I'm not, because he actually brought forward documentation of his investigations.
So did Lou Elizondo.
That's what I'm saying. But I said the overwhelming majority don't bring anything with them. It's just their story. And everybody's willing to be like, oh yeah, these guys.
I don't think you've done you haven't done much research, because they do bring stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And it's
most of them
overwhelming.
Most of them don't.
Most of them do. They're the only one you checked on was Jason Sands, and he just brought his story. And that was a whistleblower.
The guy on News Nation didn't bring any real evidence.
Jack Barber?
There was nothing. There was nothing there. With his fake ass evidence? Egg, that fake video.
The people on his crash retrieval team brought evidence? What are you talking about?
They did. What was the evidence they brought?
Bro, papers.
What did papers say?
Hard drives.
Hard drives of what? Where are they getting these hard drives from? They're
crash retrievals.
They're breaking into. Where are they taking the hard drives from?
It's retrieval. So hold on. So you're saying you're telling me
these space shuttles
but you
have
know
hard drives in them?
You know they can't bring that. But you know they can't bring that. You know
that they're not bringing
anything.
Can't. So that they're not bringing anything is what you're telling me. You just contradicted yourself right there.
All these people are lying.
I just think I'm not saying they're all lying. I think they're embellishing. And a lot of them are probably full of shit.
I don't know. This
Everybody wants to
them
be doing the cool
nuts.
thing, bro.
I mean, it is the cool thing.
You know, all these
You
crash
guys
retrieval
know-
programs.
what's so cool? What's so cool about it?
I don't know. It seems to be cool enough where they're getting on all these podcasts and getting all this attention.
They're getting all this because it's what they did. It's what they bring to the table.
They don't bring anything to the table except their cool story. Until somebody literally goes on Joe Rogan and says, Joe, I brought you a piece of a UFO.
Yeah, they did. Gary Nolan.
As a gift. No, it was a recreation of whatever.
Gary
A
Nolan.
3D printed model, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
That's all the time we have left.
I'm more about on Terry's things. Those are more real than this shit. Terrence
UFOs
Howard
real.
is more
Continue.
believable.
He's just smoke screened, Scott.
What
Scott-
happened to Terrence Howard?
Scott is blinded by the smoke right now. He's getting so high on his own supply that he don't even know what's going on. He can't see through the screen.
There's so many.
The fog of war.
many
The fog of
whistleblowers
war is blinding
coming
you.
out.
Whistleblower is a strong
It's
word.
crazy. They went
right.
through the process.
All right. That's all the time
No.
we have left.
No, they didn't.
Thank
They went
you
through a
so
disclosure
much for
process.
listening to Back Society.
They-
This is Jay signing off.
This is S, and I know what I'm talking about.
Nobody's talking
Extreme
about
amount of
Steve
whistleblowers
Money.
coming out.
They
Buddy.
were no.
Extreme
Thank
no.
you.
amount.